Hello everybody, how's it going? A real diversity. We're back with another video. This is a deck, an original deck of mine. I just made this deck about 2-3 days ago, and it played really well. So I just wanted to make a video on it. It was doing really decent. So hopefully we have the same luck today. But other than that, yeah, not really too much to talk about. I will say I think we might have been getting lucky that day because we only have one Hitmonchan in his deck, and we seem to have led Hitmonchan every time and went second. So if you get that start, you're in really good shape. But otherwise, this deck's premise is really just built around Lucario and Donphan. We have Hitmonchan just on the off chance. If we can lead him early, he can put a lot of pressure on our opponent. And just sometimes late game too, his HP is really nice. Because he can come in and do more damage than Lucario if we have two Lucario set up, or just even one. He does more damage than you throwing out Lucario, so he's a great second option if your Donphan does go down first. To just kind of keep that pressure on. He can do a max of 90 with two Lucario out. But also Donphan is really the soul of this deck. He's the heavy hitter here. With Lucario out, he does a max of 160, I think. Let me do the quick it is 160. Oh, I think 150. So 150 max. And when he does that, when he gets into that zone, he does a lot of damage. But also we're running the memory light. So with the memory light, we're able to use Fanfi's flail attack, and that allows us to hit for normally early game. If we get hit early, and maybe they hit us really hard early, like before we can get all three energy on. If we can flail, we do more damage probably than we would have initially anyway. But flail can help us if we can. This is super niche and rare, but if you can have it, a lot of times you can do more. If you can have it, your second turn you attack with Donphan, you have two energy on. You can normally do more damage with the flail than you would just your normal attack. So, but other than that, I have accidentally hit flail before and did no damage because I had no damage on, and that was somehow we still ended up winning that match. But yeah, we won one X speed also too, just for that early game. You just want to make sure you really aren't wasting energy. And if early game you get Lucario or Riolu, I should say, in the active, you really want to get him out as quick as possible. And also you can just save some. You can save like if you can retreat even your Hitmonchan early, into Donphan, and he can save that energy if he wants to come back out later, or if he gets Cyrus later or something, whatever. We save that energy, so it can still be useful if we XP Hitmonchan. And yeah, so Sightseer, this is why I thought this deck would be decent. With Sightseer allows us to draw Lucario and Donphan, and grabbing those cards, like it may not seem much, but if like it is a strong effect when you use it and you grab two stage ones. You may not be able to play those, but it's a strong effect. It acts pretty much like a research if you can get one or two, and it's very selective. So it's a really strong card to have early game. As long as you see your Pokeballs early and Sightseer, you're gonna have a good match. So anyways, enough talking. Hopefully you guys understand the premise of the deck, and we'll just jump into still no ranked out yet. I'm assuming rank maybe comes out Friday. It usually always comes out on the weekend, so it may come out tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, so rank may come out tomorrow. Normally it does come out on Fridays, but I'm not too sure. As far as I know, like Japan runs all the. I always assume Japan does like all the running of this like channel and that type of deal. Okay, good. Oh, okay. Don't know why. We had a really good hand there. So unfortunately, our opponent just conceded. But we had a really strong hand with a research and two Pokeballs there early. So our opponent might have been just trying to give us a free win. If you guys do, you guys remember the other? There was another, and I actually enjoyed that one because that one you had to have a really good deck. But there was a mode where you had to win like five. You had to get 5 wins in a row. I think it started as like. I can't remember how it started as just one win, then you had to get 3 wins, then you had to get 5. But it was one mode where you had to get consecutive wins in a row, and that was a really difficult mode. Okay, scary hours. This is interesting. Let's see. Is this? I think it's gonna be Kangaskhan deck. So let's cross our fingers he doesn't get Kangaskhan early. This deck runs a tremendous amount of baby Pokemon, so good chance he just doesn't get what he needs super early, which would be great for us. But even if he does, he has to attack twice, so that's fine. Okay, Darkrai. So yeah, okay, Darkrai's fine, because then he has to still attack twice here. Okay, right, Ulu, good to see you early. Hitmonchan, awesome. Hitmonchan would have been really great to see as on turn one. I think against this deck, but I really can't complain here. I think as long as we see Darkrai, long as we like Darkrai can't kill us here. So even with the pings, no time soon. Oh no, that's not great. I hate giving up early. Hopefully this deck doesn't run a red card. He can't Mars us at this point, but we have a really good hand. Okay, there's the Kangaskhan. And we hit you just as hard. Okay, good. If Kangaskhan comes out, we're fine. Cause he doesn't kill. Ooh, do you kill? Do you kill with a red? He might kill with a red, honestly, though. Actually, I just thought about that, so that could be problematic. And then and let me mate here, because what I want to get is I want to get Ryulu here if possible. Okay, good. Good. Or we could have. You know what? I don't think it would have been worth it, but we could have set up a second Dolphin there. Yeah. So we do next turn. If he doesn't have red, if he has red, we're screwed, because I think red does kill us, because he done 100, then he's hitting us for 60. Yeah. So red, if he does play red, we're screwed. So and we might have to concede off that. But double Hitmonchan, how much is that doing? He does get the red, so it's all about if he has Giovanni next. So that's unfortunate. I should have played. Maybe I should have just went ahead and played that second. I should have just expected that, and I should have just played the second Fanfi there. That might have been the better player. But Hitmonchan does survive a hit, singular a hit. So yeah, we're doing 90 here. If he had, oh wait, what? Oh, that's right. We don't do weakness. Oh no, that's actually game. We don't. I forgot we don't do weakness here. Oh gosh, I forgot. Yeah, that's the one issue is we don't do the weakness. So that does suck with the Hitmonchan. Yeah, I should have. It would have been much better there if we had led. If we had led Hitmonchan there, but really strong we're really strong into Kangaskhan. It's just he got lucky there with the with us with just having like he literally copycatted into red. But if that deck runs double red, I wouldn't say it's lucky. But as far as I know, that deck normally only runs one red. When I've seen it on paper, I've seen it only run one red and one Giovanni. So interesting that he did get the red. Unless he's running double red, then yeah, then that's good on him. That's the one thing though. Kangaskhan is an interesting card. Maybe we should run a cape just for that, but it's hard to say. Um, because early game we're not really. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Just for Kong, I don't want to add a giant cape just for him because 160 does survive just about everything. I remember when I started playing this deck and I was running to a lot of I was running to for whatever reason mega what's it called Gardevoir, and they were running Mewtwo, and Mewtwo was their hitter. So Mewtwo was we was run okay. This is exactly why we run the XP. We don't like this start, and hopefully we see something. I don't want to see copycat here. We do run one copycat. I want to see research here. I want to just, or we can just Sightseer to deck then here. But yes, we're Sightseer then May next turn. I think that's the play. Okay, and also this deck is very good in Oricorio. We one shot Oricorio with Lucario, so no issues there. Oh, and research. Okay, so perfect. Yeah, I really don't want to. Hopefully he doesn't have a copycat. I don't want to give him a really big hand here. Okay, something decent. Okay, good. And yeah. I'm gonna leave it here. If we get red, I'm gonna regret not. I could have went ahead and XP there, and if he copycats, I'm also gonna regret. But I'm gonna just cross my fingers that he doesn't red card me, Mars me, or copycats my hand, because we could have got rid of this card and been in a better predicament. But okay. Oh no. Oh no. It's that type of What do you do here? Just attack. Just attack. We can't do nothing. Go ahead, get an attack off. Get an attack off. Ah, darn. All right. Ugh, great. Well, yeah, I would have just went ahead and made the play there. Then what do you do here? Okay, Korea. Um. Okay, I'm just thinking, what do we do? Do we go into Hitmonchan, waste a turn, or do we just stay right, look here. I think this is the just play here, and we'll research here. Dolphin. Okay. Next turn we'll May. I think may be the better call here. See if we can get some basics out. Hopefully we get another Pokemon, even if it's something else. I want a May so I can. Oh no! This is the Kangaskhan deck. Great. 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 Of course. Darn. Terrible. Terrible. If only we went. And he does get Greninja. Maybe a concede here. I think and we have a really good hand, unfortunately, too. Our hand's really good. We just did not, cause we should have. If only we went second, we could have took out Greninja. But I mean, no, we wouldn't have took out Greninja, but we would have pressured him. Much in there. Yeah, I should have subbed. I didn't know what deck this was. Unfortunate, because I could have prevented at least that from getting that set up there. So that's unfortunate. Here's what we're gonna make here. Okay. We need you. Just if I only had, I would have went and played both of these. Well, we're winnable. This is winnable, and I'll tell you why. The question is, do we need the extra damage from if we go ahead, is what he's gonna do here is, do we need the extra damage from Lucario? That's the question. And I'm gonna say sure. and we won't get this off or energy on, but it's fine. Took way too long to think there, but this is fine. He comes in with Kangaskhan. If not, then that's fine too. But nothing changes here. We have two Psych Seers here, so. Okay, fine. Oh, you know I didn't think about is if he has Giovanni and he pings us, we're in a bad spot here. What do you play though? Maybe he plays Giovanni here. If he plays Giovanni, that's tough, cause then we gotta come in and take. But actually no, that's fine for us. Copycats. Okay, good, good, good. That's not great, cause he may get if he gets into red and then we lose. So this all just comes down. Same. It's funny enough we run to this deck twice back to back, and we should be really strong into this deck, honestly. Okay, that's a decent sign that he probably doesn't. He needs. We do run once. We do run one Cyrus, but the more we run that once. Oh, okay. I'll say yeah. Of course we survived. That's what I wanted. Was to take two. And hopefully we draw Ryulu here. Either way, we're guaranteed to see Donphan here because we're drawing. Like, unless, yeah, even if they're bottom, no, if they're both bottom, I guess we don't see Donphan. That would be insane if that happened, though. But we both are top. $70 plus the weakness, so 90 here. If he has red, we lose. No red, we win. Also, maybe not this. And see, and if I would have preserved that XP to no, well, we lose. If he brings us, we lose anyway. Oh, he maybe can just Cyrus. Let's see what he does here. Oh yeah, he just probably has Cyrus then. And if so, we just concede. Yep. Okay. Yeah, he got everything early. I was worried about Oricorio. Like literally, we had a better play there. You know, the reason we really lost more than anything, I think, was because of I misplayed and I should have subbed into Hitmonchan. That was a big misplay there, and I should have took out the Pichu. I didn't think about the fact that that was a Kangaskhan deck, and had we took out the Pichu early, then he would have had to come in with Oricorio, pit energy on Oricorio. Kangaskhan would have probably just been almost a no factor in that match had we gotten the right, had I made that right play. But him being able to double energy into that Kangaskhan, that's what blew it for us. So that's what blew it there. Yeah. So unfortunate, but this deck it plays so well. We're just getting outplayed today, or just not playing right. So. But this is interesting because what do we do? What do we do in this situation where we're going first? Because we already have Donphan. Do we play the smart play and just say like, hey, we may not see he may red card us here? This is the smart play, I think, actually. Just in case Ray get red carded. And I will go ahead and play this. Even if he Sabrina's me or something next time, we're fine. Okay, fine. This is a strong hand. Okay. And I think Copycat would be so much better here, I think, because of... But we already have Donphan as the thing. If he Sabrina's us... But Copycat is so much better in this situation. But if he does Sabrina's, just to get our Sightseers and hopefully maybe our second Rauli up. That was really what I wanted more than anything was our second. Okay, great. Pretty much a perfect hand there. Yeah, as long as we see Sightseer soon, and this is like this is what the deck. This is when the deck is at its finest. Is if you can get this set up here. The only issue is I think we lose pretty bad here to and he does Sabrina us, which is fine. I was expecting that, which actually makes me wish I did not change my thing there. Had I seen that note, come on, give me Donphan. Come on, come on. Ah. This is fine. Yeah, okay, good. Like I say, as long as he doesn't Giovanni, which I don't think this deck. If this is like the normal Charizard, he's not gonna Giovanni. Okay, Psych Seer should do his job here. Hopefully, we draw one and then we get Psych Seer. Okay, a double Psych Seer. Perfect. Just and that's the beauty of that card. Like literally the beauty of that card. Okay, what can go wrong here? I'm just only reason I asked that is because do we still commit energy on Donphan here? I don't see why we wouldn't, but with Flail, we may do just we may do more off the Flail, right? So yeah, I don't think it's any more reason to commit energy to him if he attacks twice, but that's the only chance he attacks twice. So 100 here. So unfortunately, we couldn't get a knockout here would have been favorable. A second. Oh gosh. Yeah, maybe more than anything, I think this deck doesn't need Hitmonchan. I think this deck might just need Hitmonlee, honestly. More than anything here. So what do you do here? What he can do. Okay, great. So actually not great. Interesting. Okay, great. No, that is great. Because now we're not worried too much about this flail. I think we have to X-speed. We X-speed into yeah, Donphan's still a threat. We X-speed into Hitmonchan. Honestly, the energy here is not favorable right now, unfortunately. And I think we just Psych Seer and just in case. So maybe we get that draw. Maybe okay, good, we do, and we're all like literally look how quick we're through our deck already. In what how many turns has it been? So we're hitting for 90 here. If he decides to if he does well he if he that would be very wasteful and he doesn't knock here, but if he does do this play and he does the flame patch on Entei to swing for 120, we still survive that. Mars is us. Yeah, okay, yeah, but we still survive that because you're only doing 120. Yeah. Say so, right? And that's why we run one Cyrus there. So no matter what, we swing for 90 there. Yeah, that was game. So that was a good showing of the deck. That is the premise of the deck, and that happens like it is super consistent. The only thing you have to do with this deck is just hope you don't lead. You just pray you don't lead Ryulu, and you win just about every match where you lead, which like at least two of your basics. If you can, and the only reason this deck isn't really, if Licio was a factor in this deck, I think this would be a meta deck because then you could be super consistent, with getting the bench set up. If I was looking for, that was another thing I was looking for. I was looking for, I was thinking about doing this deck with Mankey too, but because Raulu doesn't have any 50 HP, versions, it doesn't really benefit. But if I could have had double, well, the Mankey deal was tough. I was trying to make a Mankey. This deck started as a Mankey deck, and I was like, okay, Mankey's just not ever doing enough. So I'm gonna have to switch to Don. We already have Don Fancy. Okay, the question is though, do we still lead Flampy though? Grass. Oh, this one. Okay. Mm, it's like the best. Of course, I was gonna say, I have a feeling we're gonna get Hitmonchan. Um, it's strong. And we're weak to grass too. So he does 140 into us plus the poison, which is fine. It's a baiting. Okay, let me think. Let me attack here. I think I think we need to potentially copycat here. The thing is, cause 150, cause even if we do get oh, you know what too? If X speed here also I think just threatens him. If we can get an X speed as well, that would be great. Come on. Okay, no X speed. But this is really what I want to see, because then I think we can come in next turn. And then this thing is famous. I should have went through his memory light on him as well. Does get the growth extract. I think Psych Seer is the play next turn. Fortunately, with the and he takes 20 less. I think no matter. I think he gets in. Unfortunately, into Ivysaur here. That's the unfortunate part. And then Hitmonchan gets one shotted. Oh my goodness. Well. Unfortunate. I think our one. I don't even think that's a win condition. If he just we just pray he doesn't get into Venusaur. That's literally all we can do. If we let Hitmonchan, we'd have won this as well too. We went second. I think we concede here. Oh yeah, that is the mega. I was like, is that even a mega one? Because if he heals here too. And yep, there's the Lily. See the issue. 50 next turn. If we get the right, and we're poisoned here, and we're dead off the poison. Sleep doesn't matter, and of course we do wake up. It's more next turn, because next turn. But I think it's too late. I don't think we can win even with the flail here. And we gotta see Dolphin here. Really, of course, yeah, don't see him. Gotta concede then. I was gonna say another thing there. Was there any misplay? I think that was just unlucky by us. Maybe I shouldn't have copycatted their turn. But what I was really hoping for was to find my X speed and to go into Hitmon. That was actually the smart play. I think copycat was worth it. The only thing was I've been thinking is like the Dolphin play. Yeah, that was I think we did everything right there. We just got unlucky and to get the X speed early. We had Hitmonchan. If we could have retreated into Hitmonchan, that would have been 50. And then even with the heavy helmet, long as we saw Lucario the next turn, that would have been game. So very unfortunate, because especially with us going first there. Okay, first, this is a turn I don't I don't mind first going first either if you get this Fanfi. But again, we gotta see the memory light pretty early. But to do, considerable damage here. Okay, research. I was gonna say I was Sightseer here just to do a little thick thinning. Even early game like this, it's not bad to go ahead and use it. Hopefully this, if he gets copycats, so that's another thing too. When you get this early hand like this is a decent hand. But when you get this early hand, okay, good. No copycat comes out. Copycat is tricky here. Oh, also in DD, it's a certain way you play this in DD matchup too. So we do get the Dolphan here. Okay, so we do get a knockout. The question here is, do we May or do we research? I think May's stronger here, but research into Pokeballs would also help thin out this deck. And of course, yeah, research would have been a lot better. Okay. Oh, also, I think I almost I think I can't remember if I did or didn't. I almost lost the match. Don't know if I want to play you so early because sometimes two Dolphins may be the answer. Yeah, I should have. I think just researched there. Indeed, he's problematic here because he comes in swinging for Oh, Pokeballs. Oh, never mind. I'm tripping. Pokeballs wouldn't matter. He had Chingling anyway. I hate when I think of something like that and then like it was like, oh wait, it didn't matter anyway. He Chinglinged us, so finding our Pokeballs early would not have mattered, or just finding them if I researched that turn. May was the right call there. And long as he takes some damage this turn, it's just pretty much gonna be game. Um. Because then we can Cyrus him later. But we're only doing 50 here. Interesting. Wait, what? What? Jaw fossil. That is not the one we needed. Definitely gonna research her then. How much is he doing next turn? 90, so we can't afford to throw any more energy on him right now. This is the only negative of this deck. If you don't get the basics out early, you're in a tough spot like this because then we don't have no Lucario bonus or anything like that here. So kind of tough. Kind of tough. And I really Hitmonchan takes weakness here too. So Hitmonchan would be hit for 70. So he'd be 2 to kill. Okay, finally see the Ryulu here. So yeah, then he just comes in and games it with the so. And no matter what, I'm scared of a Mars here, but I'd rather go ahead and do this now, I think, because yeah, let's see, the most we can get is just Lucario. I just want to thin out my deck just a little bit more. He may Mars us, but even I don't think it matters what he does. If he Mars or not, we're in good spot. And even if he plays something now like a yeah, he has to leave. Like indeed, he has to get up out of here. Oh, can he double? Can you double Indeedee? I don't think I've ever thought about that. What deck is this? I don't even know what. I wish after matches you could see your opponent's full deck. Yeah, you can double Indeedee. Did I know you could do it? I don't know if I even knew you could do it or not. And the Diantha, interesting. Wow. Unfortunately though, you still get one shot at unless you have a cape or something. And that would have been scary, but I think we still would have I would have just waited to play this energy. Okay, good. Drew a Zacklin, what we needed. And we do one-shot you, right? Okay, good. Yeah. That is sometimes, I think, the benefit there of playing, of running, you know, sometimes setting down that other Dolphan. I never often think of it, but I think, you know what? Well, that turn two really is strong. But ultimately, when I think about this deck, I think it has options for both. Yeah, I think Hitmonchan's great if you go second. because you can start the 50 early, and then you can power up the Donphan, and whatnot. But I think also going first is good too, because then you just go straight into Donphan, and if you get that memory light early enough, you know, any damage you take, then you're swinging really hard. So it is this deck is good at first or second. I think it's really strong either way. What you just don't want to really see is into what are we into a psychic 2? That's unfortunate. I'm gonna wait because this may be a Jirachi swap. Oh gosh. Of course we don't go first to turn. We fight the Swablu deck, huh? Why would we? This is gonna come down to essentially. Okay, good. So no, unless he has a repel, but no, we're not gonna get subbed here. That's the good thing. Another bait. Two. Oh my gosh, that's probably Indeedee there. Okay, this is gonna be tough. It's gonna come down to, um, us waking up on the sleep. Oh, thank you. Okay, good. That guarantees at least a turn here. Yeah, that's really great. Okay, no complaints. Please be Fanfi. I really wanted Fanfi there because we already had the memory light. Because we're gonna copycat here. Let's see, 4 cards. Oh, that would have been Fanfi. Would have been so great there. We get the Donphan. Yeah, I really hope to see him next turn. Yeah, he was maybe smart not to try to take that chance with the Swablu. But what do you do? Like now you like, I don't know, because now you have to put me to sleep, or maybe you evolve and just tank some hits. I'm not sure. Yeah, man, I think we need him on Lee. Oh, interesting. So yeah, I'm really confused then. What do you do? Just tank? Okay, just put me to sleep then hope I stay asleep. Oh no, okay, he does go for the tank play here then. Okay, yeah. So this all comes down to next turn then. We gotta see we have to see Fanfi here, or it's just game. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh. 'Cause he does one shot Hitmonchan here. Oh, he actually doesn't. Unfortunate here, man. This next turn, we're gonna need like everything to go. Like we're gonna need an X speed. No, even then, no, we don't need. Yeah, we just gotta hope he doesn't get another basic here. We really needed Fanfi that last turn just to go ahead and get set up. But this is gonna be tough here. He does red card us too. Okay. Do you have another basic? Is what it all comes down to. Because if we survive another turn, that's plenty. That's plenty. Nope, he does have the Jirachi. Okay. And I think that's game then because, yeah, because we can't do anything after that. Oh my god, this deck was playing so well the other day, but now we're running into just meta. So it's kind of rough. I wish I was playing Leafeon today because I really wanted to play. I was playing Leafeon yesterday. Go check that video out. But I really wanted to play Leafeon into the meta decks so that I could see how well it went into meta decks. But I wasn't playing too many meta decks. But yet it's rough today for us because we're running just straight meta and not getting a perfect start. So. And that's and I think that's a sign that the deck isn't like a tier S tier is if like everything has to always be perfect for you to win. That's probably a sign you're not an S tier deck. And I would say this deck is definitely not like S. But I would say this is like a B or C because it can beat just about everything in the meta with the right like start. It just has to have the right start. The only issue is maybe I need to take one Psych Seer out of the deck. I'm not sure. I like having both because you always want to see it. You always want to see it. It's never a time where I'm like, yeah, I don't need Psych Seer this turn. Give me Ryulu here. Okay, thank you. Alright, I won't copycat yet. For two reasons. We already have Lucario, we already have X speed. It will be unfortunate if we don't get Dolphin. But the benefit here is if he Sabrina's us, we're in good shape. That's all I can say. If he Sabrina's us, we're in decent. If this guy copycat, if he sets his board up, then copycats, we're in trouble. And then the copycat, but that's fine because actually I want to copycat my hand back. So hopefully he doesn't do anything with his hand, and he does. Okay, 3 cards is not favorable. Hopefully we see Sykes here then, or just research. I don't know. I don't know what's the better play is now. Of course we see research. Guys, why did he 4, 2, 4? Yeah, I think nothing else is valuable in the hand right now. So, and thank the Lord, we do get Dolphin. So we do get a knockout here. Thank goodness for that. And debate, do we play our second Fanfare? No, probably not. All right, if he gets into Hydreigon here, it is all for naught because he one-shots us. So again, we're playing every meta deck today, unfortunately, and everything seems to be going their way. We played Venus. Okay, he has little faith in he had little faith there, which is great because then no matter how this plays out, and we research here, I think, and just pray we get Pokeballs. Okay, thank you. Or a Pokeball, because we already had one. Okay, okay. Alright. Alright. Here's the problem with doubling energy. Here's my dilemma is, funny enough, if we yeah, and him taking that card doesn't hurt us here. My dilemma here is if he doesn't go into Hydreigon next turn, how many? He's only lost 1, and we take 70 here. Then we do 90. I think we just gotta go ahead and set up the second Dolphin. I think that's the safest play. Just because he can go into Hydreigon here, then we have no, then we, well, no, I guess. Jeez, he's got really good hands. Surprised he hasn't gotten into Hydreigon yet. Imagine he gets into it here. Yep, that's what I was expecting. Okay, what do you do? Okay, you commit. Okay, then. I'm not mad at that. What I am upset is I lose Sykes here, so getting our second Dolphin here may be, but it doesn't matter because we survived this turn, so that's fine. Second Dolphin might be the issue here. Then I wish I doubled energy into you then. Who would have thought he was going to make this play, though? May. Trigon comes in. This is 40 though. Yeah, I think we end the turn. Because if we come into a Hydreigon hit, then we're done for. Here. How do we win? That's a good question. You know, I think 80 flow. What? Where does the Rocky Helmet put us with Donphan here? If we see our second Lucario, we just win. Cyrus. Okay, good. We win. We win. Unless he has a Sabrina. Ugh, Lucario would have won it for us. If he has anything, Giovanni, Red, Sabrina. It's looking like no, though. Red, Sabrina. I mean, anything. Wait, if he had. Okay, good. Then we just win. We win with the Cyrus then. And Donphan attacking here would kill him, so that would be a tie. So we draw to over here. Wow. Crazy enough too that we could have won that game had but like I don't know what his strategy was by not going into Hydreigon sooner. Um that's what I was worried about. I think we made this the best plays we could and somehow still like it was not really enough, but we still managed to win just simply off him not having something like Giovanni or Red. Um yeah, so that's and we made the smart play not to attack twice into him and but looking at my hand, if we did get hit by Hydreigon, 130 plus he was at what he would have been at 140. Had I think we because made I don't know when we grabbed the Cyrus. I'm trying thinking in my hand when did everything play down, but I think we still would have lost there. Oh, okay. This is always interesting. I think we lead. You know what I think? I think you know what deck I think this is. Yep, I think this is gonna be an Oricorio deck. Why aren't you affected by weakness? That's what sucks here. Into Lugia, huh? I guess you hit Oricorio up here, yeah. So this is fine. Hey, if only we had the X speed here. I don't think this deck runs Giovanni, so I'm not worried about that per se. And not only, I think sometimes I think maybe having double Hitmonchan here would be nice, but I only have one Hitmonchan. You know, though, I think we really need to add in, and maybe, I don't know, this Hitmonchan's great. Interesting. If he plays Giovanni, I think there's no way this deck runs Giovanni, though. Okay, great. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, dope. Nice. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know what you do here at this point. So, I guess he just crossed his fingers that we just didn't see our second right, our Lucario there. Okay, good. One more. These matches are. I don't know. I don't know if I'll keep this deck or not or whatever. So I'm gonna just get as many matches as we can right now. But yes, that's a good like that. And again, this deck is good into Oricorio. Really, too. There was a bunch of Magnezone Oricorio going around the other day. This deck would have been perfect into all of that. Also, another thing, I was playing Leafeon too, like I said. And does anyone know is so like I don't know if there's on somewhere on a website that defines what a status condition is, but you guys know how Magnezone, the new one, you have to the one that hits for 90, you have to flip a coin to do damage your next turn. Does if with the Ogre the grass one, does that negate those like type of abilities where you have to flip coins and stuff? I'm very curious on that. If anyone knows. Okay, decent hand. That I think it might just be a dub off rip here. What do you guys think? You know what? To avoid like a Mars or something, because I do like this hand, I'm gonna play this hand. I'm not don't want memory light yet, because in case he Sabrina's me for what reason. I played I really didn't want to play Double Fampy here. But I don't want to get Mars red carded or anything like that. So I want to empty my hand to at least 3. I don't think this deck runs. Oh, if he has the stadium. Okay, if he has stadium, he can unfortunately. And he did grab the stadium, great. Hopefully we see Lucario next turn. And he got Ndidi out too. Mm-mm. Great, 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 great. I don't see a reason to play the memory light just yet. Unfortunately, a knockout there would have really done us wonders. Cause he may now he that might have just gave him Mega Gardevoir or at least Curly or something like that. Something useful. Hopefully not. Hopefully just in second Meloetta would be great. Come on, let me see. Okay, good. I'll say. Where was you last turn, dude? Where were you at last turn when it mattered? What he may do? Okay, goes into Mewtwo. Interesting. All right, now we just gotta start getting through our deck here. He did draw like he has been drawing he did draw one psychic and he did use a Pokeball. Okay, so he does. It's interesting, but he can retreat at any point. So does he retreat here? I imagine. Imagine so. Let's see what he does with his energies. That's where the oh, and he could also like Sabrina's right here. That wouldn't be great. Okay, and what do you do? Plus Pokemon 70. Alright, let's see what he does with his energies. $70. With the memory light, you do. I think we're gonna do 130. Then he has Diantha to heal up. It's gonna be tough. I was thinking if this is even the right play. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if that's the right play. He heals up for 100 next turn too. But what I do know is he has to probably. I'm saying Diantha's a factor here. But I maybe should have did was retreated there. Maybe should have retreated there. Next turn we swing for 70. And we should have probably saved them. I think we should have just memory light. I think the memory light would be more valuable for us. Man, all of our draw cards are at the bottom of our deck right now. I don't think if you even with the 40, oh, yeah, if he stays in, he's good. Oh, actually, he wins if he just. I think he just has to retreat into that and hit our Ryulu for 70 on the bench. I think we lost that one. So unfortunate. I think what I should have probably did there was I should have probably retreated. I don't think it would have mattered, but at least he doesn't get a knockout next turn. And maybe he wastes Diantha. And then, I think, that was a misplay. I should have retreated there. But no. Then the only thing I kept thinking about, what made me not retreat, was that Donphan's energy goes back to 0. But I guess that takes us out of the pressure of getting knocked by that does take the pressure off of us from getting knocked out. Yeah, and then we could have saved our memory light for at least for just we could have saved it later. I think we just subbed in. We just sub in, swing for 70 there. Then he hopefully still Dianthas. Maybe he hits us again. And the energy, it's just the 3 energy. I don't think we would have ever got back up. That's the only thing I'm thinking about there. Is we just never would have caught back up on energy in time Yeah, that deck. It was unfortunate he got set up so quick. We really needed but he got his. He found that and they only run one of those stadiums most of the time in that deck nowadays. They don't even run double stadiums. So he looked up and he got a stadium early. He got Meloetta, and we couldn't knock it before he got the one turn or benefit from it. So because we could not, and if we had just led maybe Hitmonchan, it'd been a totally different story. But anyways, yeah, this is my own little deck. It's a fun little deck. Every match is like different, so I just enjoy it. Just because every time I play a match, um, it just seems like what are we doing? Like what do I have to do to win this match? So it's super strong. I think with it's consistent and strong. It's just I think sometimes I think we may need to add in. I think we may have to take Hitmonchan out, and I think we may need to really. But he's really good in the right situation, but we really might need to add in Hitmonlee. I think we need to add some sniping here. I think sniping's really important. I think because that I think that's what's really gonna get us over the hump is being able to snipe and Cyrus things. I think that might be what really this deck really needs realistically. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this, and if you did, thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Man, real diversity. We're out. Peace.